Okay.
Hello, welcome to the Cancer Journey Show. I'm
Hi,
Sherry Ann Tom,
I'm Carrie Lehman. And
and we
we are
created this.
the founders
Go ahead.
of,
And we're talking over each other. Go ahead, sweetie.
we're the founders of the Cancer Journey Institute.
Yes. And we created this show to answer the question, what is Cancer Journey coaching? While we always have had words for it, they didn't seem to stick. People would say, oh, well, that's very nice. The words that we use are Cancer Journey coaching is about the emotional, mental, and spiritual parts of an individual, and we help them with those areas through their cancer journey. And people go, oh, that's nice. But when you actually get to have an experience of it, it's so much more understandable and powerful.
Yes. And so today we have a client who is neither a patient nor a
Survivor.
or survivor. She is someone who has been through our coach training, and her focus is on death and dying.
Yes. And she was a caregiver of her sister.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So she comes from that perspective. And we're so delighted to have Diana with us today. It will be a real time, no rehearsal, no taping. This is we're doing this live, real time,
Kind of
live.
this is not scripted. So it's real coaching. And the thing is that Cancer Journey Coaching doesn't just cover one topic. It's wherever your client is, because one of the tenets of what we hold is that you are more than your disease.
Yes. Yes.
So,
And that you don't stop living because cancer has entered your life, whether you're a patient, survivor, or caregiver. So we don't really know what Diane is going to be coached on today, which is kind of fun for us. And with that, I think we should just go ahead and start. And we'll talk afterwards about what happened and all of that. So for now, I'm going to bring Diana over, and then I'm going to disappear because today Carrie is going to be the coach. Okay. Hello, Diana.
So excited to be here.
It's so good to see you. Okay, I'm going to mute myself and disappear, and I'll see you guys back in about 20 minutes.
okay. See ya. Hi, Diana.
Hi.
So let's start with Pesh.
Okay. Physically, I am a 7. Emotionally, I'm a 9. Spiritually, I'm a 10. My hope is a 10. And my word is excited.
Excited.
Yes.
And what would you like to be coached about?
Okay. I have, and I've shared this with you before, this love and fear around the word sales. And this is so important to me because my work, and so Sherry Ann shared that I was a caretaker of my sister who did pass away of cancer. And one of my missions became to work through my grief, and in working through my grief, coaching others. And I love that mission. I love doing that. I love helping others, especially in that yucky, stuck state. And that's fun once the relationship is developed. It's that idea of the sales and doing that demo and really crystallizing how to help people that scares me, which I know logically sounds silly, and I'm judging myself for even judging myself, but anyway.
It's the layers upon layers upon layers.
Yeah.
Let's just bust this. But what I'm getting is, like, you are like most of us in the service profession, where we love doing the work, but we don't like trying to get the work.
Yeah. I like being in the house in the living room, not inviting people. Hey, you want to come to this party?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and I and I really would love to feel excited about it. I want to feel just like thrilled to share about it. The way I talk about Cancer Journey, I don't think about it as a sales. I just talk about the amazing work that is getting done by you and Sherry Ann. And so I would love to, so I've had the sales experience in other areas, but maybe because it's not in my head that way, it doesn't feel as scary and it's easy. In this regard, when it comes to my baby, it feels scary to push out into the world.
It's just so vulnerable.
It is very vulnerable.
Right.
Yeah.
So because it means so much to you. And
yeah. And another thing that I think makes it what I've noticed and observed, the magic is in coaching where there isn't a predictive script. And what I struggle to share is it's magic. I mean, like, I guess I say that I'm like, it's magical. We'll see what the universe provides. And yet I find myself kind of feeling like, ooh, maybe I should be giving more concrete examples of what the coaching entails. So that's where I struggle with between the magic of what shows up versus the reality that, you know, I have great tools, but I don't know what exactly will happen during coaching.
Right. So it's like a push-pull.
Yes.
You have had good experiences of kind of organically being in a sales process that doesn't feel like a sales process, and that's what you want. But then when you start thinking about producing, it's like all this stuff comes in and it's got to be perfect, and what if I blow it, and this means so much to me, and I would imagine that feels a little like that shuts the whole thing down.
Oh, it paralyzes me. Like just the idea, then it's like, oh, and then I beat myself up about it.
Oh, and that's really fun.
It's a very empowering.
Exactly. Just the fact that I can't remember the words you used, but it made me feel like, oh, she's in a perspective about it. So we could play a little bit with perspective.
Yeah, that would be great.
So how would you describe like the current perspective you're in? I know you want to be in another one, but if we just embrace the one you're in that doesn't feel all that great, how would you describe it?
As I think about it, it's the word sales. And one perspective is it's yucky. Another one is it's pushy.
So you feel like it's yucky, it's pushy, and what I'm also hearing that's in this perspective is it's got to be slick.
Yeah, and I know I'm not a used sales cars person, but it feels that energy when I see that word like sales, and I even see it like it's black letters and boring, like blah. You know?
Right. So when you're in this perspective, what you're saying, what you get from this perspective is you end up feeling paralyzed. It's like, it's not fun. And then you try to dig yourself out by, well, maybe if it's perfect, then I'll just do it and it'll work. And, you know, but it's kind of this almost like quicksand.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Quicksand. And then it just feels like it quickly spirals out for me versus exciting and empowering.
Right. It drains you.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So this would be the sales. Sales is yucky.
Yes.
That's this perspective. So take a look around the room you're in right now.
Okay.
What catches your eye?
My gold planner. It's gold and it has a dream wheel on it.
Oh, it does. Oh, your gold planner.
Can I bring it real quick? Because it's so.
Yeah.
It's actually it just literally lit my eyes up looking at it. So this is the planner, and it has it's the full calendar, but it has a dream wheel on it, and it's gold.
Oh, how beautiful that is.
And then every month it has a beautiful like reflection time on the month, and it has a wheel of life and just like what are the learnings from the month. Oh, and it's called the Law of Attraction Planner. So this is one.
Well, you obviously love this planner. It looks well loved, and I love it. And so how does that planner make you feel? What do you think of? What bubbles up for you when you're interacting or looking at that planner?
Possibilities, just endless possibilities, dreams, endless dreams, and just not even, endless dreams, but also unimaginable dreams, like beyond my wildest dreams.
I love that. Beyond your wildest dreams. So when you look at sales through this lens of the golden planner, magical golden planner with endless possibilities, and what can you imagine or what bubbles up?
See, from this lens, sales is not the end result. It's a medium to endless possibilities. It's a medium to endless dreams and potential. Mm-hmm. So it just feels as if it's an enabler to get there.
Like a means to an end?
Yes.
Like it's part of the process.
It is.
Of having beyond your wildest dreams.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we call this the golden planner perspective, will that work for you?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay. And when you're standing in this perspective, how do you feel?
It just feels like great. Like it feels like sales is a neutral thing. Like it just is a function of life versus a yucky thing. It feels very empowering. The idea of standing from this gold perspective, like this is empowering, this is exciting, this is the magic of what's possible.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's find another perspective to play. What's your favorite color?
It's so funny you said that because I literally looked at my pen, this one. It's like a hot pink color.
Yeah.
So hot pink is my color of the moment right now.
Yeah. And when you see hot pink, what does that conjure?
Bold, bright, not unapologetic for its color, for its being.
Yeah, it doesn't try to be anything other than hot pink.
Yeah, it's like I own being hot pink. So,
yeah.
Like I don't care. I like hot pink. I love being me.
Yeah. So it's bright. It shows up. It's not shy. I guess, right? It's I love that. Not unapologetic. It's pretty.
It's very pretty. That's actually what I feel about grief is there's no, it's not a yucky thing. It's a way of life, grief. There's no need to apologize for grieving. There's so much shame around feeling grief. And that's one thing I really coach is there's no shame for the grief you feel. That's
right.
Yeah.
Well, wow. I'm kind of getting that hot pink connects you to a soul energy. Because I'm hearing in what you say, like the depth and the beauty of grief rather than it's just this yucky constricted thing. Yeah. Like it's expansion and it's beautiful. And so being with the beauty. And when you stand in this pink perspective, and you look over at sales, how does sales look through this lens?
Sales is like, if anything, hot pink is saying, I need you to step it up because we have a lot to shine.
Come on already.
Yeah, we need to like expand. So I need you to come on in. There's so much to expand and be bright about. So let's do this.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What's another,
Another thing.
yeah, let's find another thing.
Um,
Or what's your favorite animal? What's one of your favorite animals?
an elephant.
An elephant. Oh, yeah. And so when you think about an elephant, describe the elephant.
The elephant is big, but really like it signifies stability. Elephants are also in tune with their emotions, so they're not afraid of being emotional, which I think also gets a negative, yucky connotation, the quote, being emotional. But elephants own it. They are protective of their herd. They show if they're angry, they show if they're sad. They definitely are playful, and they're also very grounded.
Yeah, and very loving they are, you know.
Very, yeah.
And I love their big trunks and everything.
Exactly. They're just playing around.
Yeah.
Showers.
Right, exactly. So when you feel into that energy of the elephant and you look through that lens at sales, what comes up?
Playfulness, honestly, just it's playful. Like it's just a playful thing. Like it's fun to play with these sales. Like why not play with that?
Right.
Why not have fun? You know?
Exactly.
And it owns the ups and downs of a sales cycle, but it's not judging of that ups and downs. It feels like some days you'll have some good sales, other days you won't, and that's the journey. And it's okay to be sad if you don't have a good day, or if it's okay to be happy if you have a great day. So it feels very okay and comfortable with the ups and downs of it.
Yeah, I get like it's on the ride. It's like on that playful ride. It's like on a roller coaster, but when we're going down, and like whatever comes, I can handle it. Yeah. Great. Let's see. So if you were to go on vacation somewhere, you know, like if we're in our imagination, and you could go anywhere, where would you go?
Well, Israel. I went to Bali, and that's where I would go again.
So Bali?
Yes.
Okay. So what's Bali like?
Very calm, centered, grounded. The energy, it's like Bali owns being Bali in the sense of I'm very in tune with Earth and Mother Nature. I'm not boastful about it. I'm not a place that's bragging like other destination resorts. I'm just very in tune, and I'm very open and calm, very calm.
I get really present in the moment. You're just in the moment.
Oh yeah. It's almost hard to even think about. It was so hard to even think about being anywhere else but to be there because of the energy being so calming and grounding. It was 3 weeks of long and short and every single second enjoyable.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds almost like being in a Zen place for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Super present and in beauty and nature, feeling in tune and grounded.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So when you're standing here in the Bali perspective, how does sales look?
Sales isn't, it's a just flow and exchange of energy. Like a flow of nourishment, a receiving of gratitude for that nourishment. It's a very symbiotic journey between, it's not about selling you and convincing you to zen out. It's more like, this is a beautiful place and here's the energy exchange that we get to participate in.
Yeah, like it's all a gift.
It is really a gift for both. Then nobody feels like gypped or anything like that. It feels very aligned.
Right, right. I feel like there's a lot of trust in the space. Like trust isn't even an issue. It's just,
Yeah. Well, and that's like it is like what they are. The island is mostly, I think, Hindi or Buddhist. I'm confusing the two, but they definitely believe in the flow and energy of karma. So it's not an intention to get somebody on either way. And likewise, tourists really honor the space too.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about sales from this perspective?
It's like not even a thing because it's just the flow. It's just the flow of life and energy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perspectives. We have the pushy yucky perspective.
Yeah.
We have the golden planner, hot pink,
Yeah.
elephant,
Yeah.
and Bali. So which one feels like one you'd like to try on for the
Bali.
next week? Bali.
Yeah. Just the flow and energy without any yuckiness and knowing that, trying that on from a coaching grief perspective support of this is a flow of to support you in the journey of grief. There's no ill intention outside of it's a flow and you can feel better.
Yeah, I really get like it's a larger picture, like it's not all about you. It's like a bigger container.
Yes.
That the focus is no longer on Diana looking good or anything. It's just, oh, this is just part of the flow. And if I listen to the flow, then I'm going to have the conversation I need to have with the person I need to have it with. And I can hold it as a gift.
Yeah.
And if they want the gift, great.
Yeah.
If they don't, then they don't. And I move on to the next person. That's kind of what I feel is available there.
I love the holding it as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So from this place, my dear, what feels like the very next step for you?
To step into the holding of this gift. Because it is not about me. The grief support is around supporting in an area that gets missed quite a lot in society. And I know that I'm an enabler of transforming that for others.
Yeah.
It's not at all about doing this for them. It really is it's almost like I feel like I'm bringing hot pink to the word grief, and I'm bringing the smile to grief. And it's a big reason why it's called Grieve and Live, because it's about developing a positive relationship with grief versus the yucky connotations that come with the word.
Yeah. Tell me the name of your...
Grieve and Live.
Grieve and Live. I love that.
Thank you.
Love that.
Thank you.
And it feels like when you're standing in the Bali perspective, you can fully embrace that, because it sounds like a gift. Grieve and live. Like this is just part of being human, people. So, yeah.
And it, like, stepping into Bali reminds me of just how rejuvenating, and like I see a springboard of how it just like there's such a recharge and rejuvenation that, like, for me, I came back so ready for what's to come. And that's the same with grief. Like once I developed that positive relationship. I was like, I can handle anything. Like I'm so ready for life. I'm so like I am in tune with my grief and very well aware that if I'm grieving, I am grieving versus the judgment I felt around grief in the past. Now it's like, ooh, I'm grieving. Let me sit and explore this grief, which is very empowering.
It's almost like your grief itself carves out a space for more living.
Yes.
And living life more fully.
And purposefully and
yes. Yes. Beautiful. So what feels like your biggest takeaway from this conversation?
Well, sales doesn't have to be this yucky thing. It really can be this empowering flow with with the universe, with energy. Like, it's actually reminded me a lot about money, because I really work towards having a positive relationship with money as well, around like, it's a really good thing as a medium for other greater big things.
Right, right. It's not the be all and end all. And it's
Exactly.
not about getting the sale. It's about being able to do this work and bring it to the world and stay in the flow, and money's part of that too. And
Yeah.
love that, Diana.
Thank you. I love this takeaway.
Great. And so what's one word for where you are now?
I'm feeling very calm. Like I feel like I'm in Bali right now.
Great.
Yeah.
I feel like I got to go there with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you. You're on mute.
Thank you so much, Diana. We're going to put you back into attendee mode, and Carrie and I are going to finish this up. Thank you. Well, wow, that was a trip around a whole bunch of perspectives.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like
That
I
was,
could go to Bali.
you go to Bali. Well, we started off at Yaki, and then you explored Golden Planner, and then Hot Pink, and Elephant, and I mean, you really, there was nothing wasn't available to look through as
Yeah,
she was
no
looking through
bounds.
sales.
Yeah, the perspectives know no bounds.
Right.
And you never, when you work with perspectives, you just never know what's going to come of it, because it's so fun and co-creative, and we're always in a perspective. That's the thing.
Right. Right. Well, and it was fun to see her come alive. I mean, there was even aliveness in Yucky, but it's like when she found that place that was powerful for her, she just kind of embodied it when you got there.
Yeah. I felt it, like it was so energetic. She was so in it, and that I could feel it in my body too.
Right. Well, that was a fabulous example of cancer journey coaching. It does not have to be about the cancer journey. It is whatever is here in the moment. And for Diana, this was as after the journey and what is going on in life for her. I want to let you guys know in the audience that we are still doing our June, July free cancer journey coaching sessions. So if you're interested, please go to our website, and it's there on the homepage under events. And if you want to know more about our trainings and what we do to create cancer journey coaches, you can send us an email at info@thecancerjourney.com. What else? We have 2 trainings coming up, one in September, which is a 12-week, and our annual certification program that starts in October, that is a 10-month program. We'd love to share that information with you too. For now, I want to thank Carrie, I want to thank Diana, and we will be back next week with more insight into what is cancer journey coaching. And remember,
Discover. Who knows where we'll take you.
That's right. And remember, you are more powerful than you realize. Thanks for being with us today, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Namaste.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.